The Ceylon Electricity Board, CEB, is the largest electricity company in Sri Lanka, with a market share of nearly 100%. It controls all major functions of electricity generation, transmission, distribution, and retailing in the country. The CEB was established in 1969 under the Ceylon Electricity Board Act No. 17 of 1969. The CEB operates under the Ministry of Power and Energy and is regulated by the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, PUCSL. Some regional offices of CEB are Colombo, Kandy, Gal, Jaffna, Anuradhapura, Batticaloa, Kurunegala, Ratnapura, Nuwara Eliya, Trincomalee, Badulla, Matara, Ampara, Polonnaruwa, Hambantota. As a consumer of electricity, you may face various issues related to the service provided by the CEB. Some of the common issues are electricity bills. You may have questions or complaints about the calculation of electricity consumption, the tariff category you belong to, the accuracy of the meter reading, the payment methods, etc. Electricity supply. You may experience interruptions, fluctuations, low voltage, high voltage, power surges, etc. that affect the quality and reliability of the electricity supply. You may also have concerns about the safety and maintenance of the power lines, transformers, substations, etc. Electricity connection. You may have difficulties or delays in getting a new connection, changing the existing connection, upgrading the capacity, relocating the meter, etc. You may also have to pay fees or deposits for these services. Electricity meter. You may have problems with the installation, replacement, testing, sealing, or tampering of the electricity meter. You may also have to pay fees or deposits for these services. Damage to electrical equipment. You may suffer damage or loss to your electrical appliances or devices due to the faults or negligence of the CEB. You may also have to pay for the repairs or replacements. As with any large utility, customers may occasionally encounter these issues ranging from power outages to billing disputes. Understanding the channels for registering complaints, and if necessary, escalating the matter, is essential for ensuring a timely resolution. Here's how customers can resolve their electricity complaints. How to register an electricity complaint to CEB. If you have a complaint about any of the above-mentioned issues, the first step is to contact your service provider, i.e., the CEB, or the Lanka Electricity Company, Private, Limited, LECO, depending on your area. You can find their contact details on your electricity bill or use the below. You can also visit the nearest office or customer service center and explain your problem and what you want them to do about it. You should keep evidence of your complaint, such as bills, receipts, letters, photos, etc. If not resolved. If you are not satisfied with the response or the resolution of your service provider, you can then make a complaint to the PUCSL, which is the regulator for the electricity industry. The PUCSL is empowered to serve you with the passing of the Sri Lanka Electricity Act No. 20 of 2009. The PUCSL provides a free, independent and impartial service to resolve your complaint. However, the PUCSL does not entertain direct complaints. This means you have to forward your complaint first to the service provider and provide evidence of that when you complain to the PUCSL. Level 1. File a complaint to Customer Service of Ceylon Electricity Board. As per the customer service policy, the customers of CEB can register complaints through the Power Hotline, customer care number, email, and online complaint form, CEB Care. The communication channels for filing an electricity complaint are 24/7 CEB hotline. Call 1987 for immediate assistance. Online complaint. File a complaint. CEB Care. Visit the official CEB portal. https://www.ceb.lk and locate the online complaint form or relevant contact information. CEB Care mobile app. Download the app for convenient complaint registration and tracking. Email. Send a detailed email with supporting documentation to the email address provided below. In person at CEB offices. Visit your nearest CEB office and speak to a customer service representative. Use the office locator on the CEB website. Pay bills, click to pay. You should provide the following details in your complaint. Account number, your unique CEB identifier for quick reference. Name and address, accurate contact information for communication, if required. Contact number, a valid phone number for updates, if applicable. Complaint details, a clear and concise description of the problem you're facing. Supporting evidence, if any photos, videos, or any relevant documentation to support your claim. Contact area offices. The CEB has regional offices in each province and district. You can contact the regional offices through available customer care, phone numbers, and emails provided below. To locate the addresses of these offices, visit the CEB website. Phone number and email of provincial offices. Contact details of offices at the province level. Province office, CEB. Phone number and email. North Central offices. Level 2, escalate the complaint to divisional office. If your complaint is not resolved by the service provider within a reasonable time, you can escalate it to the higher authorities at the divisional offices of the CEB or the LECO. The contact details of the senior officers of the CEB are provided below. Not resolved. You can also write to the chairman or the general manager of the CEB, as the case may be. Level 3. File a complaint to Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, PUCSL. If your complaint is still not resolved by the service provider, you can escalate it to the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, PUCSL. You can submit your complaint to the PUCSL online, by phone, by fax, by email, or by post. You can also visit the PUCSL offices in person. You should provide the details of your complaint, the evidence of your complaint to the service provider, and the response, or the resolution of the service provider, if any. Also include your contact details and the preferred mode of communication, if required. The PUCSL has its head office in Colombo and a regional office in Jaffna. The contact details of the PUCSL offices are provided below. File an online complaint. PUCSL Head Office, Colombo. Regional Office, Jaffna. Phone number, +94212222333. Email, jaffna@pucsl.gov.lk. Address, Regional Office, Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, number 201, 2nd floor, KKS Road, Jaffna, Sri Lanka. For more information about consumer disputes, read the procedure for filing a consumer complaint with PUCSL at its official website. If your complaint is not still resolved by the PUCSL within a reasonable time, you can escalate it to the higher authorities against the CEB. You can write to the Minister of Power and Energy, who is the minister in charge of the electricity sector in Sri Lanka. The address and contact details of these authorities are available on the official websites of the Ministry of Power and Energy. Other bodies and regulatory authorities. Apart from the service provider and the PUCSL, there are other bodies and regulatory authorities that are involved in the electricity sector in Sri Lanka. Some of these are: the Ceylon Electricity Board Engineers Union, CEBU, is the trade union of the engineers working in the CEB. The CEBU represents the interests and the views of the engineers on various issues related to the electricity sector. The Consumer Affairs Authority, CAA, which is the statutory authority, is a consumer protection forum that protects the rights and the interests of the consumers in Sri Lanka. The CAA enforces the Consumer Affairs Authority Act No. 9 of 2003, which regulates the trade practices and the quality of goods and services in the country. These bodies and regulatory authorities may have a role or an influence in the electricity sector, depending on the nature and the scope of your complaint. You can contact them for further information or assistance, if necessary.